It's time for the weekly update, and it's even crazy to think about, but we're almost at the finish line when it comes to collecting 160 cards to obtain one of these 3 bosses. Currently obtainable inside of the game are 202 set 2 cards. If you include the 1 set 2 boss pack choice that you are able to pick up, that's going to be 203. So we're not able to get 2 out of the 3 bosses just yet, but you wouldn't be going for 2 out of the 3 bosses regardless. Why? Well, because the wildcard player slot is only for 1 player from any set, so you most likely already have Chipper Jones or Mickey Mantle to take up that slot, or another player you really like playing with. Quick note is, let me remind you to hit that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell, and we stream every day from 8 to 1 Eastern time. It's all inside the description. Make sure you check out the link. Another reason why I would highly suggest not going past 160, besides the fact that you most likely are not going to use all 3 inside the wildcard slot, even if you do obtain all 3, is because getting all 3 of them is going to get you at 5 out of 5. And in terms of head start rewards, 5 out of 5 is just a ballin' as a habit 5-pack bundle. That's just gold packs coming to you basically, and for 4 is standard packs. Instead, I would just focus on finishing the XP reward path, finishing whatever other programs they have, and then also going ahead and at least getting to 160, so you can get at least 3 out of the 5 and receive the 30,000 experience, which they never gave me up to this date. Regardless, we're almost at the finish line, because in total there are 157 cards that you are able to obtain for free just playing the game, meaning that you don't have to spend any stubs whatsoever. And if you do want to go ahead and sell off some of the free to obtain cards in order to just lock in the unsellable cards, then there are 140 obtainable unsellable cards inside the game, which therefore means if you were able to get to these packs early, the ones that you were able to sell, not the unsellable ones, then I would have strongly advised, and I still strongly advise, for you to go ahead and sell off those cards to make a profit in order to buy back later on when they are for cheap. Starting the counter with the Season 2 XP reward path, there are still 11 set 2 cards available inside the reward path, 4 of which will be unsellable, 2 of them will be the Incognito player choice pack, and then the other 2 will be the Kaiju series player choice pack. Sticking to offline, we got Team Affinity next, which has 90 unsellable cards. And my biggest advice when it comes to Team Affinity is you want to go ahead and do the exchanges first before anything. After that, go ahead and do the moments, and then you want to go ahead and do the showdowns. And then once you insert the players into your squad that you have missions to complete for, you go ahead and do the conquest maps. That way you are doing it the most effective way possible. And if you want my whole path to complete in Team Affinity up to 100%, go ahead and check out the 23-Team Affinity playlist on the channel that has the entire path. Week 2 of the May Tops Now program brought us an amazing card in this 99 overall Kenley Jansen, but that wasn't the biggest thing that they did. They went ahead and gave us 15 unsellable diamonds to lock into the set 2 collections, which is more than they have ever given us in any Tops Now program. So therefore, in total, for completing the entire Tops Now program path right now, you are getting 27 unsellable set 2 cards that you can lock into that collection. The Kaiju series, one that you do need to complete the conquest map and showdown unless you're just going to grind out parallel XP with the Kaiju series players, is also another good program that I suggest everyone does if they want to complete the set 2 collections with nothing but unsellable cards, as the Kaiju program is going to go ahead and give you 12 set 2 cards that are also unsellable. If you're ever struggling with the Kaiju program, we have guides to the showdown as well as the conquest. Just go to 23-starter guides or 23-showdown. Sticking to offline content, you have the old gold everything mini seasons that gives you 2 sellable set 2 cards, so you can go ahead and make a profit since they usually sell for a lot inside the community marketplace. These 2 I usually skip because I hate playing mini seasons, and I'm not about to go and grind 15 games out just to earn myself 50,000 stubs if I wanted to go ahead and sell these cards off, especially since there are specific restrictions where you can only use gold players and you're not even able to use those diamonds that you get from Team Affinity 2. I would not waste my time on this. Instead, I would either do the classic mode where you get unlimited packs, or just do Team Affinity Season 2 to with the changes that every 5 wins is going to give you a voucher. Online, we have ourselves events, and you have 2 options when it comes to events. You can either A, go ahead and grind out the reward path and get yourself 2 diamonds guaranteed, as well as a rewind pack that has a no-sell diamond from all the previous rewards. Or you can do option B and just go ahead and buy these diamonds, since they sell for relatively cheap inside the community marketplace, and you'd be able to make yourself some good stubs. But if you are a grinder and you like playing each and every single game mode, the reason why I would say playing events is probably top priority is because for each rewind pack, you can lock in one of the set 2 cards that does not sell for a lot, or the one that sells for the most. And since you've already done the previous event and gotten these 2 rewards, you can go ahead and look at which one is selling for the most and then make some stubs while grinding out the event. And this can be easier than grinding out mini seasons, as well as less mind numbing and more efficient, as inside the set requirements for you to play this event, you still need cards that you would be able to use with your team affinity. Sticking to online, we got ourselves ranked now that has 10 set 2 cards total, in which 4 of them will be unsellable, and 1 of them is going to be the alter ego pack, which can either A, make you a ton of stubs if you go ahead and pull the rare round, or B, not make you a ton of stubs, but at least give you an opportunity to have an additional card to go ahead and make some stubs with, or lock into the collection, as well as the World Series card. Battle Royale, unfortunately this time around, is not going to give you an opportunity to make stubs, but give you a solid opportunity to lock in 1 extra card into the collection. If you're not the greatest in Battle Royale, although I don't suggest you going ahead and trying to complete this program, as it probably is going to end up costing you a lot more stubs than it should. You could probably buy an events card for a lot cheaper. And when I say not good in Battle Royale, I'm not talking about you can get 3, 6, 9 wins. I'm talking about those that struggle to even get a hit in Battle Royale, and oftentimes are getting shut out, no hit, and if they're lucky, they score 1 run. It's probably going to be more cost efficient for you to go ahead and just buy some cards of the community marketplace. But if you want to grind it out, it is still a great option, because it gives you a ton of core cards that you can either sell or use towards the core collection and get yourself Corey Seager. Last place where we found new set 2 cards that are not unsellable or free to obtain, obviously, is going to be inside of the show shop. Inside of the show shop, inside the Captain's Choice pack, there were 8 new set 2 cards, and then inside of the alter ego pack, there were another 8 new set 2 cards that you could have obtained. And if you went ahead and pulled some headliners and were extremely lucky, you could have gotten these 2 new ones, or the 2 new ones that came from pack 15. So in total, from packs, there are about 31 set 2 cards that you can obtain. And the reason why it's an odd number is because of the chase pack that has the Commerce Comet. My second piece of advice would be to sell off any sellable card that you get, especially early on inside the game cycle or inside the set cycle, because as we get double XP weekends, the cards are going to plummet. As more and more programs come out, the cards are going to plummet in price, and as more people play the game, progressively the cards always plummet in price. So if you sell off early or sell off at any point, it is more likely than not than any given Friday when the market crashes that you will be able to go ahead and buy those cards back at a much cheaper price. The only time I wouldn't advise to sell the cards is when they're selling at quick sell value, because you're ending up losing out on stubs by selling it in the marketplace instead of just quick selling the cards in general. Keep in mind that this week upcoming, there is no content drop on Friday. It has been moved to Thursday, and of course we're getting the weekly wonders on Wednesday, which offer you nothing but a bunch of nonsense in terms of some XP and then a couple of packs which you most likely ain't pulling nothing good from. Even though I know some of you in the comment section are gonna say, I pulled Mickey Mantle out of this pack, I pulled Bryce Harper out of the pack from the weekly wonders. Whatever, man, I don't believe you, but it's all right. On Thursday, we're gonna get ourselves a brand new Incognito series program that's gonna have a conquest, it's gonna have a showdown, and it's also gonna have moments. So of course we're gonna make a guide for it, so make sure you stay tuned. We are also getting ourselves Tops Now moments and a new Kaiju event. So Kaiju Part 3 is going to be coming very soon, and it's most likely gonna change the divisions that you are able to use currently and bring in 2 new legends from the Kaiju program. With all of Team Affinity finished as well as the other programs, I'm sitting at 135 unsellable cards, which went ahead and unlocked Big Poppy for me. With all of the cards that we are going to be receiving on Thursday from the Incognito series program, as well as Tops Now and even the event, I should be getting pretty close to 160. I highly doubt that we're going to be getting another 15 Tops Now players, because if we were, then that would go ahead and push us over the edge. But if we were to get, let's say for example, 12 Tops Now and then 13 maybe from the new Incognito series program, then that would go ahead and give me enough to be able to obtain Randy Johnson this early on inside the game cycle, and then be able to sell off any card that I get from the unlimited wheel spin or anything in general, because I do not see any of those cards being on my wild card slot, as I already have Chipper Jones locked in there. And if I eventually decide to get Mickey Mantle would be the person locked in there instead of Chipper Jones. If you did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. Inside the description you will find the Twitch, Discord, social medias, how to become a member. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.